Hi everybody, I'm here to talk about last night's great win in Malmo where Rangers defeated the home team by 2 goals to nil in the first match of our Europa League group. And what a great result. As I said beforehand, I would have taken a 0-0 draw or a draw of any kind before the game. So to win 2-0, and in fact to win in a game where we should have really won 4-5-0, sums that up. What a great night it was. They didn't even have a shot on goal. No, sorry, they had 3 shots at goal, but not one on target. Jack Butland didn't have a save to make, so that just sums up how dominant we were, how much in control we were, and it was a great performance. Great result, obviously. Hopefully, it'll kickstart the whole season. Never mind our Europa League campaign, because I don't think anybody saw that one coming. After all, the Swedes are no mugs. They're the champions elect of Sweden because they've only got 6 games, I think, left in the league season, and I think they're 11 points ahead, so they're going to be the Swedish champions. And yet we made them look very ordinary and kept them away from creating anything of note the whole evening. So great performance, great result. If you look at the players, if I can sum up maybe the players individually, I don't think anybody had a bad game. Probably the worst, the weakest link, as usual, was Tavernier, because 3 or 4 times he was beaten by an opponent out in the wing, and in 2 cases, other defenders saved his bacon. Well, I say defenders. The first time the guy beat him, got to the byline, and it was Diomande who came in and tackled the guy and cleared it. And in the second instance, in the second half, Tavernier did yet another of these terrible long pass backs that was going to be dangerous, but Suter stepped in and just booted the ball away. So his teammates saved his bacon twice there. But he's not a guy that should be in that team. Play him occasionally or bring him on for the last 20 minutes or something if the game's won, but he should not be starting. And this is even more evident. I've been saying for weeks Sterling should be playing at right back. But in fact, having seen the performance last night of Casanwillo, who's a right back stroke central defender, he played his first game, or he started his first game, and what a time to start, away in a Europa League game against Malmo at left back. So out of position in such a big game, and he was one of our better players. He looked really assured, plenty of energy, strength, nice touch occasionally. Now, if that's what he can do at left back, get him over there on the right back position and see what he can produce. Especially compared to Tavernier. He's not going to be beaten as easily as Tavernier gets beaten so often. So there's another option for the manager if he's got the guts to take it. It's not even guts, because no fan's going to be up in arms if James Tavernier gets dropped and he tries somebody else in there. So there's no big deal in doing it. Just have the common sense to do it and see how it goes. So anyhow, apart from Tavernier, everybody else seemed to play well. Apart from the goalie, because he had nothing to do. 2 central defenders played well as a unit, played well individually, Suter and Prupa. In fact, both of them, you could say, looked like a proper defender in a proper partnership, so long may that continue. As I say, left back was good. That was a surprise. Casemiro starting there. Diomande had his best game of the season, I would say. Some nice touches, always busy, always working hard. The highest praise I can give to Connor Barron is to say he just played his usual game. Absolutely competent, assured, determined, just everything you need. If we had 4 or 5 more like him, we'd really be laughing. So the 2 of them played well. By Rami, some nice touches, one great defence splitting pass that I'll tell you about later. Obviously scored the opening goal in the first minute, so he had a decent game as well. Lawrence even chased about more than normal, nicked the ball a couple of times, should have scored in the second half with a shot that was wide, and I think it was wide, but wasn't on target anyhow. So he was okay. Cherny still worries me. Did a couple of nice things, but he doesn't look as if he's the part. And of course, Drossers was Drossers. He did a few good things, and he missed a couple of sitters as usual. So anyhow, individually, most of them were okay, if not better. And as a team, we played really well. I would say kept the danger well away from our area, never mind goal mouth. So anyhow, what a start. First minute, poor pass back, well inside, inside their half in terms of near the halfway line, I think, when the guy actually passed it back to his goalkeeper. Now, give credit to Drossers. He pounced on it, he ran onto it. Give him more credit. He actually went round the goalkeeper, and then, oh, as usual, he missed a sitter because his shot just hit off the base of the post, and thankfully for us, where it bounced, you found by Rami, who'd been following up, which too many of our guys in the past haven't done, to just tap it into the net. What a start, a goal up. I'm sure some people will be saying that was an assist for Drossers, just as the same people were saying Tavernier against Dundee. The first goal was an assist from him when it was a mishit shot that Drossers actually diverted into the net in the other direction. So will people start getting real about what's an assist? An assist should be somebody actually creating a chance for the goal scorer, not punting it into the area or having a mistimed shot or whatever. So anyhow, I joke when I say some people say that was an assist for Drossers. Hopefully they will be joking if they say it. Anyhow, 1-0 up, great. First half we were dominant. We should have scored another 3 or 4. One move that should have resulted in a goal ended in the biggest sitter we've had this season, and that's saying something. Lovely touch in the midfield, practically in halfway line, I think, from Drossers. Just a nice little touch that diverted the ball to Bayrami, and he looked up and put a brilliant through ball into the middle for Czerny to run onto it, unmarked, only the goalkeeper to beat, on his left foot, which is obviously his favoured foot. Open goal, and he put a foot past the post. That was a terrible miss. Big sitter. That'd have been 2-0 up before half time. So that was bad. Another one came when, again, Drossers did well to dispossess the guy. He ran into the area. The centre half, I think it was, came towards him, and he squared it to Bayrami, who should have just shot, and it was a goal. For some reason, he passed it back to Drossers, and of course, by that time, the guy had recovered, and he put his foot in and got it before Drossers did, so it just went a begging. So that was a bad mistake from Bayrami, although the experts were saying maybe Drossers should have taken another step with the ball before he passed it, and that would have drawn the defender away and giving Bayrami a chance to just smoothly run onto it. But I don't buy that. That should have been a shot and in the net. After that, Bayrami had a decent effort, which the goalie had to dive and save. But again, that should have been in the net, I would have said. So you've got all these chances being missed before half time, and you keep wondering, will it come back to bite us? So obviously it didn't. Second half, they played better. They got more on our faces, applied more pressure in our half, but didn't create anything really. Didn't have a shot at goal. Butland didn't have a save. As I say, Lawrence should have had a better goal with the chance he had. Drossers again missed another sitter in the area. Only the goal to beat, put it far wide. So nothing new there. That was when it was 1-0 as well. That could have really given us a bit more relief, although we weren't under intense pressure. When McCausland came on for Czerny, he had a chance with a header that he should have done better with. And then, a couple of minutes later, he pounced on a kind of loose ball just outside the area, headed inside. The guy grabbed his shirt and was pulling it away from him, but he kept going so that he got rid of him. And then a nice left foot shot in off the base of the near post to make it 2-0. Game over. They knew it. We knew it. Everybody's happy. You could hear the Rangers fans singing. So 2-0. Deserved win. Great play at times. Competent performance all round. And I would say, having looked at that, some of our guys, maybe they'll play better in Europe than in the hurly-burly of the Scottish League. So let's hope they can adapt to ordinary Commoner Garden Scottish games, because they'll probably do better in Europa League games where they get more time. There's not the same fierce tackling going on. Referees are better. So maybe our passing game will come to the fore when we play European opponents. Here's hoping. But a great start. Let's hope we can continue this for Sunday. Beat Hibs 3 or 4-0, and all will be well again with the world.